All right, let's take a look at my new watch from EZON that I got off Amazon. Heart rate monitor, GPS watch. Thing's pretty awesome. All right, so here's an initial look at the watch. You can see how big it is on my wrist, and then the app that comes with it. The app's got a lot of stuff in. I'm not going to go into too much detail on the app, but it's got the heart rate and the GPS, which are the main two things I'm going to be using this for. All right, so when we start diving into some of the displays, the main thing I'm going to be using this is for my heart rate. So depending on whatever activity I'm doing, the heart rate is right there on my main screen. And you could change this main screen, and I'll show you some other ones, but it's going to have your daily monitoring. It's going to keep track of it, so you can go back throughout the day and look at what it was like. And it'll also be on that app too on your phone. The band is a nice silicone band. It's actually pretty lightweight. Feels comfortable so far, so really like that. All right, as you dive in here, you'll see in the settings section that it has all the normal settings of a normal watch. It's got all the normal things like a stopwatch and a timer, things like that a normal watch would have, which I use on a regular basis. The other thing it does do, it will show you your text messages and phone calls when those happen. And then the other thing that I love about this is the amount of sports and activities that it has. So I'll scroll through some of these activities and you can see them, but it has a tremendous amount of activities that it'll cover. It comes to your running, your climbing, and your hiking. The GPS seems to be extremely accurate. I use it on the boat. It follows me around. So that's a huge plus as well. And then the last thing I really do like about this, it has a decent amount of faces, different faces for the watch. So different things will pop up as far as your heart rate or the weather and things like that on the watch, depending on what watch face you have on there. So scrolling through some of these, you can give it a different look depending on the time of the day, and you can set it up a little bit different. So overall, the technology is really good for the price point. I really like the watch. I've had a good time with it so far, and the amount of options it has is pretty good.